significantly down from its 52-week high with a potential investment upside of between 30 to 40%. Shutterstock has quickly become one of the hottest names in tech. Welcome to the AlphaScope, YouTube's premier value investing and finance news channel. And today, we'll be taking a look at the ins and outs of this great growth and value tech stock. Without any further ado, let's get on right with the analysis. Shutterstock is a global technology company that specializes in stock media such as photography, footage, music, 3D models, and other creative assets. The company operates a vast online marketplace where users can purchase the rights to use high-quality creative assets in their projects, whether it be to create a website or perhaps a presentation for work. The company has a diverse set of customers, including small, medium-sized businesses, corporate professionals, and individual content creators. As of 9 months ended September 30th, 2023, a large portion of the company's revenues came from North America. The rest were evenly split between Europe and the rest of the world. Well, how does the company make money, you may think? Simply put, the company makes money through licensing its creative assets, where the user who purchases the license is granted the right to use those assets within the set terms and conditions. Shutterstock has two primary licenses, the standard license and the enhanced license, where the enhanced license gives a user more flexibility around usage. If you guys want to learn a bit more about the different pricing models that exist and these licenses, I'll make sure to drop down a link in the description below. The stock media industry is divided into 5 main categories: images, music, video, 3D models, and creative software tools. Between the 5, the total size for the industry was roughly put to be between $15 to $16 billion in 2022-2023, with a compounded annual growth rate of anywhere between 6 to 10% for the next 10 years. There's 2 main drivers behind the growth of this industry. The first is the integration of advanced technologies in the visual creation process. Implementation of artificial intelligence in the visual creation process has led to the introduction of a completely new media format, which we know as synthetic media. Instead of capturing or drawing an image, you can now provide a text prompt of what you want to be drawn, and AI will work to create that visual representation. The AI image generation industry was valued at roughly $214 million in 2022, and it's expected to grow close to $1 billion by 2032. The second key growth driver is the rising penetration of OTT platforms. The global lockdown instated during the COVID-19 pandemic gave rise to 2 major paradigm shifts. 1, individuals moving away from movie theaters over to OTT platforms in order to curb the spread of the virus. And 2, pausing of all film shooting schedules, which led to a surge in demand for stock images and footage as filmmakers continued to pump out content to individuals. Although restrictions have now eased up, the shift towards OTT platforms has been sustained as global OTT platform market is projected to be worth close to $1 billion by 2027. Reliance on stock images and footage has not diminished because it enables these filmmakers to save on costs associated with in-house production and reduces the time to create content from scratch. As the OTT platform continues to grow, we should expect the stock media industry to grow alongside it. With the stock media industry exhibiting signs of continuous growth, Shutterstock is uniquely positioned to reap those benefits. One way in which the company is differentiating itself from its competitors is by focusing on transforming itself from a marketplace for stock media to an AI-powered creative content platform. The company is establishing long-term partnerships with big-name AI players, which offers a huge monetization opportunity around AI for the company. The company recently announced a new 5-year AI and data partnership deal with Google in its second quarter 2023 earnings press release. The company also announced a 6-year early renewal of an existing relationship with OpenAI to help build cutting-edge generative AI tools. Alongside its partnership with OpenAI, the company is also partnering with NVIDIA to train custom text to 3D generative AI models. Other partnerships with notable AI players include Meta and LG AI Research, as well as approximately 20 undisclosed partnerships that the company has, most of which are 3 to 5 year deals. Interest in AI is only getting stronger, and as a result, the company has seen increased demand from these large-scale AI companies who are continuously looking to train their AI models using the company's robust content platform. This surge in AI has created a flywheel effect, which is benefiting both the company and its AI partners, which is in turn helping fuel the company's long-term growth. Revenues from these data partnerships have been getting larger and larger as average revenue per customer has grown from a mere $350,000 in 2021 to $3.5 million in 2022 and an astounding $7 million in 2023. Aside from building long-term partnerships with these large-scale AI companies, Shutterstock has built their own AI-generated image tool to further capitalize on the generative AI trend. In 2023, the company announced the launch of its AI image generation platform, which is available for use by all Shutterstock customers globally. Now, with a simple text-based prompt, individuals can have access to the image of their choice with a click of a button. On screen, you can see the user just simply types in a prompt which describes the image that they're looking to generate, and out comes some fantastic images which they can then use for a variety of different projects. By building their content out, as well as integrating AI in each and every single aspect of their business, Shutterstock is quickly becoming a household name in the stock media industry. Shutterstock is well positioned to capitalize on new and emerging product segments. Shutterstock is barely scratching the surface with respect to the broader TAM opportunity available in the stock media industry. Based on annualized revenues from 9 months ended September 30th, 2023, the company has a 5% TAM penetration rate, which is expected to grow even more with all these new initiatives that they're launching. The company is focusing on expanding its product offerings into more immersive and interactive content such as audio, video, 3D assets, GIFs, as well as creative software and design tools. With the acquisition of Pond5 in May 2022, the world's largest online marketplace for royalty-free video, the company now has a footing within the video space. As we talked about earlier, with the company's partnership with NVIDIA to generate 3D assets with simple text-based prompts, the company is a solid player within the 3D model space as well. With the company's recent acquisition of Jiffy in May 2023, the world's largest collection of GIFs and stickers with 1.7 billion daily users and more than 14,000 API SDK integrations, the company now has a vast library of GIFs and stickers which it can draw onto. With all these recent initiatives, Shutterstock is positioned as the largest multi-asset content marketplace with content creation tools and distribution capabilities, setting it aside from all of its competitors within the stock media space. All of these growth initiatives that we talked about earlier will continue to bolster the company's already existing strong financial foundation. The company has a growing base of subscription revenue, which is indicative of a sticky customer base, which is a big positive sign for the company. If we take a look at the company's number of subscribers, we can see that they've increased that at a compounded annual growth rate of 25% from 2020 to 2023, with constant year-over-year increases. Over that same time frame, the company's subscription revenues as a percentage of total revenue have stayed pretty constant from 40% to 42% of total revenue, with constant absolute value increases, which is a positive sign for the company once again. Over that same time frame, the average revenue per customer has also increased from $333 million to $401 million, representing a 6% compounded annual growth rate. All these indicate that the company has a strong base of subscription revenue which is constantly growing. But apart from that, the company has also managed to grow its adjusted EBITDA as well as adjusted EBITDA margins from 23% to 29%, signaling the company's strong operational efficiency. Taking a step back, Shutterstock is doing all the right things by transforming itself into a multi-asset creative content platform. but is also ticking all the right boxes by capitalizing on key industry growth trends, making it a lucrative investment opportunity within the stock media space. In terms of valuation, I use the discounted cash flow analysis, also known as the DCF analysis, in order to value Shutterstock. The DCF analysis basically states that the value of a company is the present value of its future free cash flows. In order to arrive at a value for Shutterstock, I started off by projecting out both enterprise and e-commerce revenue, which was mainly done by using historical averages, as well as what we know about what the company is doing in terms of key growth initiatives. Once I modeled out revenue, I also made some basic assumptions around costs, which were mainly tied to revenue as a percentage. Once I got the unlevered free cash flows, I discounted them back using a weighted average cost of capital of 9.4% to arrive at the present value of those unlevered free cash flows. I also calculated the terminal value of the business, which basically states that the company will continue to operate into perpetuity and generate free cash flows into perpetuity. Once I calculated terminal value, I backed into an implied share price of about $62.39, which represents an implied upside of about 29% relative to the current share price of $48.40 as of January 9th, 2024. That concludes the end of this video on a deep dive into Shutterstock. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys aren't already doing so, make sure to follow us on Twitter, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notification bell to avoid missing any finance news, value investing insights, and stock analyses. Have a great day, peace out fellas, and I'll see you shortly.